Beyoncé just released Sacrilege. The only thing I can account for some of this stuff is somebody done sold their soul to the devil. Now, all I can say to you is this. When you sell your soul to the devil, you get the short end of the stick. Because you're not going to live but so long. And when you leave here where you're going to be there forever. So it's not a good deal. I don't care what it gives you. But this piece of trash that's released, and she named it Church Girl. Now, I had thought to try to read the lyrics to you, but I struggled to listen to them. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's not for public consumption. It would be a desecration if I read this. And I don't recommend it. You know, parents, I know all your little children they're all of them 3 months old, they got a cell phone. But I don't recommend that you let them listen to this. It's the worst. Am I right? It's the worst. You can't get and to sample the song of a real church lady, yes, sir, Twinkie Clark, I don't know whether she knew what she was going to do with the song or not. She knows she's not saved. I don't talk about anything that's not public. Yes, sir. Anything that's public is fair game. Yes, and I pray to God that a stiff denunciation of what she did, yes, with that song is put out. Yes. And what's sad is this: there will be church people who will defend it. But let me tell you something. I'm not bothered by those who defend that kind of garbage. I'm bothered by those who say nothing. You're the ones who angers me. Am I right? Do you not know? I'm going to preach this in a minute. Do you not know that in the Bible there are no demilitarized zones? Jesus said, "He that is not for me is against me. And he who is not gathering together is scattering abroad." Now, whose side are you on?
Hi, you guys. So, yeah, I wanted to go on and play Bishop Wooten just so you guys could hear exactly what he said for himself. I'm not sure if you were hearing this on the blogs, about this on the blogs. This was, a week ago. This happened a week ago. This wasn't this past Sunday that he spoke on this. Now, I do agree with him, and I think when you really think about it, with the whole Khalees situation, Robin S. and Rasad Patterson and some other people as well, people did not know that some of their songs, regardless if they own it, obviously record companies may own many of these artists' masters, and they did not write the song, but they made the song what the song is with their vocals, with people seeing them on the visual. So they are a part of making the song, whatever the song was created to be. Okay, so we're going to give them their recognition in that way, because I feel like artists should get their recognition in that way. And I think I was saying this in the other video. And so I agree with him. I don't think Twinkie knew with Beyonce and her producers were gonna do with the track when they requested to use it, right? Um, and so with that said, and with her not asking her, with Beyonce and her people offering her money, we're gonna call it what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat on either side because I think both sides have a point. You know, obviously Twinkie did not question Beyonce about the song. Some artists, they feel a certain way about their music getting out here, and like Madonna. Madonna have said to people in the past, of all people, right? Because she is the only person that I could think of, other than what Beyonce is doing with Church Girl, that, you know, kind of stirred the church up when she made Like a Prayer, right? And she had the black Jesus or the black man in the video. I think it was Leon. Wasn't it Leon? Yeah, I think it was Leon. And then she had I believe she was in a Catholic church or what have you. And so, and I almost feel like this song by Beyonce is a play off of Madonna in my own way. That's what I believe, even though Beyonce have not said this. Because that's the only other person that I could think. Well, there's some other ones. Let me take that back. There's some other people that I could think that I'm not even going to bring it up because that's not my point. But without Twinkie really questioning Beyonce about what she was going to do with the song, what can anybody say, right? There's nothing to say about it now because you probably should have asked her before you allowed her to use the song if you were really concerned about the way in which she was going to put the song out there. And I think at the end of the day, like a lot of people are saying, if Twinkie's not upset about the way the song is used, then the rest of us really don't have any real reason to get upset over how she used the song because they had the opportunity to ask her what was she planning on doing with the song. And so I think that's why Twinkie's just, you know, happy that she used it and is not saying anything else. And the bishop said what he said, you know, and it is what it is. He's entitled to his opinion about that. And then I think it was Larry Reed who tried to pull the Pace sisters versus the Clark sisters nonsense because Lydia of the Pace sisters spoke up and said, you know, some things as well. Or she spoke up and said she agreed with the bishop. And so now people are trying to do this whole thing of she's saying something against Twinkie when everybody knows Twinkie more than likely did not know how her song was going to get used, right? And so no one can blame her for whatever got out here. And so I don't think, well, that's why I put the video up so you guys can hear what Lydia had to say for herself. I think people who are trying to call Beyonce out, that are church people, they also need to call out some of this other stuff that go on in the church, like being messy, right? It's a lot of people being messy, a lot of people, you know, using the church, in particular the black church. That's the only one I'm concerned about, as a business, as a way for them to make money and get out of paying taxes, stuff like that. And then have the audacity to create their sermons around their greed, right? Around them being in love with money. And they're not talking about God's work. They're not talking about the Bible, what's in the Bible. They're trying to rewrite scriptures, and some of them don't even know scripture. I'm not going into it if you really listen to them. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like where's that call out, right? Like we need the bishop to call that out as well because there's a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of fakeness that's right there in front of you at the church. And I'm not necessarily talking about this bishop's church. I'm just saying, like, you have to, nobody can say that they're not seeing some of this nonsense that's going on out here. You know, and the Bible is that we are going to see fake prophets and people, fake people of God in these days. And we're certainly seeing it, But for people to want to call out a song but not call out people misleading people, it's hypocrisy as well, right? You think it's okay for people to set up churches and just take folk money, saying anything, but then you're mad at Beyonce for talking about Pop It or whatever she's saying, whatever she's saying up in the song, child, I don't even remember. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like the hypocrisy goes all the way around, and then we have to address all sides, right? And not just someone using a gospel song the wrong way, because a lot of people are using the Bible and God's word the wrong way as well. And what about them? So that's kind of my point, what I wanted to say. I don't think there's anything going on between the Clarks and the Pace family. I feel like there's a mutual respect. And when you really think about it, we're never going to see families like that again. The large black families with all the talent in them, right? When you think about the Winans, the Pace sisters, and the Clarks, you don't see that anymore. And we're probably never going to see that again. I think you have the Walls group, which is 4 siblings, but I feel like they're already doing solo projects and stuff. So I don't know. I'm just saying the feeling that you get of seeing the family together, recording albums, performing together. I don't think we're going to see that anymore, ever. And so I just respect and appreciate seeing both families. I don't try to put one against the other. I don't think that's of God, but it's so-called people out here claiming they of God who are doing that. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I need the bishop and the rest of these bishops and preachers to speak out about the thing that goes on within the church and not just the stuff that's going on outside of the church. Because he says Beyonce not saved. So if she not saved, you should have expected this type of behavior from her anyway, right? So no one should be surprised by nothing that Beyonce is out here doing when she's of the world. So that's it in that song. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. If you watch the video with Lydia and her niece, who is LaShawn Pace's daughter, Arian, let me know what you think about what they had to say. Like I said, I believe Beyonce was playing on church girls, the stereotypes of church girl or church kids, right? Not just the girls. PK kids, as they would call them. I think that's what she was playing on with that song. And I don't know. I don't think it was that deep to call out. I think that if Twinkie really wanted to know what somebody was going to do with her music, because she wrote the song, and I believe she was the one writing for the Clark sisters in the very beginning of their recording career anyway, right? So anybody requesting anything from the Clark sisters is probably going to have to go through her. And so she would have questioned her about it if she felt some kind of way about her using her song the wrong way. And y'all know Beyonce out here with no clothes on. Y'all should not have expected too much more coming from her than what you got. I mean, let's just go on and call it what it is. She been in them bodysuits since 2000. So, I mean, what more was y'all really looking for, right? I understand Michelle went into gospel, but Michelle and Beyonce are two different people. And so I'm speaking of Beyonce. You're not hearing her out here creating any gospel records. So y'all knew she was going to take that song somewhere else. And that's just my feeling on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about what Lydia Pace had to say? And I will see you guys in the next video.